Good afternoon, folks. County Executive Matt Ossenfort had some other important county business today, so you're stuck with just myself, Sheriff Jeff Smith, and of course our fabulous Public Health Director, Sarah Branco. We're going to try to fill in the best that we can without our fearless leader running things for us today. We're at day 401 since the first positive case in our county, which is absolutely amazing, right? We talk about 401 days. We would have never thought that was even possible.
There's days
back
where I
then.
feel like it was just yesterday, and then I feel like it's been 4 years some days.
For the most part, though, I think things are going fairly well. We talk about this every week, about the importance of still following the rules and trying to respect other people's positions and try to wear a mask in public and remain socially distanced. But we also acknowledge that regulations are changing regularly and daily almost. And now bars and restaurants, I think today, can stay open until midnight.
Yep.
And that's important to private business owners and our local establishments. I'm sure that extra hour, every time they get a little bit more, helps them financially. But Sarah, I don't know if you want to go over the numbers and talk about your vaccination program and everything?
Absolutely. So this week we are at quite a considerable jump from last week. We have completed 2,744 second doses here for our residents in Montgomery County. And on top of that, we were able to secure 100 of the Janssen vaccines as well. Our positive cases for this week, we're at 103 new cases for the week of April 12th to the 18th. So I'm very thankful that our numbers are hovering right around that 100. We're not seeing 130, 140, 150. We're staying right around that 100, which I think is about average. And I want people to remember, too, that positive case rate, that 103, we have a lot of facilities that are still testing weekly. So if you work in a nursing home, you work in a hospital, or if you are in a position where testing is part of a requirement for you to work, that 103 also includes people that it is mandatory for them to get tested as a part of their job. So if I was to pull out that number, I would think community numbers are much smaller than what we're seeing in the bigger scheme of things. So I'm really excited about that. Tomorrow we are hosting with Amsterdam Print on Wallens Corners Road in the town of Amsterdam a vaccine clinic for 200 people. So if you haven't gotten your vaccine yet and you live in the Amsterdam area or you can get to Amsterdam, please check out our Facebook page. The link is there, or call my office at 853-3531 and one of our staff can get you registered for tomorrow. If you can't make it tomorrow, on Wednesday, which is the 21st, at our annex building right here in Fondo, we will be having a clinic for 120 vaccines. So again, you can look on the Facebook page. Morgan has shared that, or call our office and we can get you scheduled. The other thing that we are working with in conjunction with the Sheriff's Department, because when we go off-site, we always have to make sure we have somebody from the Sheriff's Office with us, is 3 of our school districts have reached out to us and asked about vaccinating school-based populations. So our Amsterdam School, our Canajoharie School, and our Fonda School are all interested in being a host location for vaccine clinics. So over the next couple of weeks, we will also be working with those districts and the Sheriff's Office to have off-site at the school districts as well. So we have a lot going on with vaccine.
Yeah, and it's great news, and I got to tell the public, and I know you're aware of this, but the recent ones you did at Alpen House and Beech Nut, a ton of positive feedback from both those companies and the people that were able to come there to be vaccinated. So kudos to you and your staff.
Thank you.
Things have been going very well. We're doing what we need to do, right, for our county. We're getting vaccinations out to as many people as we can in the public. We're also encouraging that we still respect people and follow the rules. The pause complaints are way down. We still continue to follow up on them when we do receive them, but honestly, your staff has done an amazing job, and that's what we need to be doing to get back to normal, right? Get back to living our lives on a regular basis. A few other things locally. We always take this time too to update you on some things that have happened, that are happening in the county. This past weekend was citywide cleanup. We had some inmates and a work crew go out to that. We're always proud to be able to take inmates out and have them participate for the betterment of this community. And the inmates enjoyed as well, believe it or not. So we cleaned up a large portion. The undersheriff was involved in that, hands-on, and they did a great job. A ton of bags of garbage were collected, so hopefully our community looks a little cleaner and nicer when you travel through. It's Earth Day this week, later this week, it's Crime Victims' Rights Week. We always certainly want to respect and honor the victims of any type of crime and their family and friends and what they go through on a regular basis. So there's a lot going on. We have voter training in May. I know public health constantly has things. Do you have anything?
We have a rabies clinic coming up. I believe it's on the 24th. That's on our page as well. We continue to take calls for children with special health care needs, our program and our early intervention and 3 to 5 program. Car seats, if people need car seats, we have the capacity, and again, in conjunction with the Sheriff's Office, to help new moms and new babies get their car seats installed properly and appropriately. Our lead visits, the only thing we have not been doing is our newborn infant maternal child health home visits. That's one thing we have not started back up. But as far as all of our other programs, we've been operating and we're running full steam ahead. I just want to remind people it is tick season, so check yourself for ticks. We've been putting together about 150 tick kits to distribute to different community events that are happening around the county. So look for those, and if you need one mailed to you or one dropped off at your home, please call our office and we will be more than happy to mail one to you. Typically we would have events where people are coming to get them, but that's just not happening right now. So last year we did mail out a number of tick kits and first aid kits, but this year we're focusing on solely on the tick kits.
So as you can see, there's a lot going on, but on the COVID front, consistently, the numbers are consistent. We continue to do everything we can to try to support the community. As always, you can contact the executive's office or the public health if you have questions. Working with our school districts, working with our local businesses, working with the Office for Aging, trying to make sure that we're doing everything we can to keep this county headed in the right direction. And the people that live in here, our logo, made of something stronger, is truly evident each and every day for 401 days. So we made a lot of progress and we continue to grow. Morgan, is there any questions that came in? No questions for us yet today?
They miss Matt.
They missed the head honcho, the guy with all the answers. So, if there's no questions, we encourage you to reach out to us whenever a question may come up. I'm not sure if our intentions are to do this again next Monday, or if we're going to try to go every other week, so I'm not sure if we'll be back next Monday or not. But you usually announce it anyways, correct? We're going to be on the county Facebook page. And Sarah, give kudos to all your staff. Make sure they know that we care about them and we recognize how hard they're working. And together we'll be able to get through this, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that's for sure.
And the same to your staff. We can't do this without the men and women in your department who literally keep us safe everywhere we go. Your officers have escorted me places. They escort our vaccine when we're out in the public. So we're a team.
Looks like we have one came in.
Are there any numbers of cases remaining? Number of cases remaining?
So active cases, right now we have that 103 active cases is what we're working with.
What is a tick kit?
Oh, a tick kit. So in the tick kit, there is a tick identification card from the New York State Department of Environmental Services. It shows various types of ticks on it that you look for. It tells you where they live, whether it's in this part of New York or another part of New York. There's a pair of tweezers, a magnifying glass. We always give a Band-Aid and an alcohol wipe and a step-by-step instruction printout of how to safely, appropriately remove a tick from yourself, a child, a spouse. We don't have the ones for your pets. That's what we don't have the ones for pets, but you can buy those or get them from your vet. And then it comes in a little bag with another plastic bag, and it tells you how to dispose appropriately of that tick so it doesn't maintain life.
A couple stats too that I want to throw out that public health has developed. Just for the public to understand, there's 3,911 lab confirmed positive cases in Montgomery County. So that's a lot, right? 3,911, but there's been 96,337 tests administered since March of 2020.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing to me. Almost 100,000 tests have been administered. So.
And we don't have yet 4,000 positive cases across the county.
So that's a great sign. That's just proof that things are being done properly here and that people are following the rules and doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
Any other questions, Morgan?
I don't think so. Not yet, no.
All right, folks. Well, Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheriff.
And thank you to the public who did tune in today. We'll certainly make an announcement whether we'll be back next Monday or the following Monday and continue that strong fight, and together we'll get through this.
Thank you.
Have a great day.